Hello everyone, JRDL96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's another Ethan Nestor video, and this one intrigues me. It's kind of ironic because recently, Sean put out a video where, he and Evelyn did that little cool little, I guess, escape the room kind of thing based on Alan Wake 2. But that gets immediately copyright claimed by Studio 71. Fuck you. And now I see Ethan do this, and at first it wasn't titled what it is now, which is like doing a real life Last of Us. It was like something kind of similar title like Sean's video, which is Escaping the Dark Place or something like that. And I was like, oh, he probably did it too, didn't he? And then I look at the title now, and it's like, oh, it's The Last of Us. I'm like, oh, this is a completely different game series now. Okay. How do you translate The Last of Us into like a real life, kind of like escape the room kind of thing? How do you do that? Like, I kind of get the idea of what The Last of Us is. It's some form of like a zombie apocalypse-esque with this fungus that zombifies ants, as far as I know. And I know that they made a live action series, TV series based on that game with, Pedro Pascal as, the main character, so that was cool. Joel, I think his name was. But I thought Hugh Jackman would have been a better choice, but I thought he did alright. So anyways, I wonder how Ethan's gonna do here in this. So let's just get right into it. So without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we? This video contains lots of flashing lights, loud noises, and spooky ghouls and other creatures.
Hello everybody! Welcome! We're here in Universal. The camera's getting real close.
Universal? Okay, they're in Hollywood.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights!
Yeah, I've never done this. I'm excited.
It's my first time since the last time that I did it.
Woo! I'm a veteran, baby. I'm a veteran. I got you guys. We're gonna
Look at this fucking camera setup. Jesus H. Christ. He's got a walking harness on.
I thought you...
He's literally a walking supplies for all, camera equipment.
Technical issue. I was like, oh no. But this, you see, is our new Final Girl survival rig.
What a rig that is. Jesus.
Y'all, tonight we're gonna go through a few mazes, and you're gonna vote in the chat for who you want to be wearing this rig. I'm Matt, Malika, Platoon, or Ethan, and whoever wins will have to put this on. You'll be able to see. We'll cut to their face through the maze, and you can see what they're looking at. So we're gonna hit up a couple mazes tonight. We're gonna start with Monstros, which is a Latin American monsters, which I'm pretty stoked about. Then we're gonna hit up The Last of Us. Which I'm
it's multiple mazes.
For everything. And then we're gonna hit up Holidays in Hell and maybe something else. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's about to get real loud, real spooky, real fast. Let's go.
The scariest thing. Copyrighted music.
Oh, absolutely.
Why should you be the final girl?
I'm pretty sure everybody was like looking at them like, what the fuck is this? What are they filming?
I'm sorry, but it's already so sweaty in the valley, dude. Oh, unbelievably bright.
I think actually the scariest thing about this experience is wearing this rig because it's really embarrassing to wear because I just look like an asshole.
Monstros.
If I get scared, I'm gonna pee. This is also really great because I have the light from the camera directly in my eyes, so I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's blinding you pretty much.
It's so bright, I can't see anything.
I would love to do something like this, I would love to like do one of the Halloween Horror Nights. I do know that my one of my internet friends does work Universal Studios, and I think she's also involved in the Horror Nights a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. He can't see anything because of that bright ass light of the GoPro camera right there. Oh god, I saw that jump scare behind him. Oh shit. It's time. We're going to heal the world. I don't know why I'm doing a random ass horrible Venom impression, but why the fuck not? Because it's creepy. Yikes!
I can't see.
Why would you put a fucking camera light there then? I get it, just to, you know, light up, you know, the guy's, you know, the person's face during the whole thing, to capture their, you know, their screams and shit. I get that, but it's like, there's a downside to it, obviously. There's a... Oh my god. Oh my!
See a fucking thing the entire time. I could not see a fucking thing. Yeah, I couldn't see anything. I was just being led. We had to hold hands the whole time.
I would do this with my girlfriend. She would love to do this too. She's been telling me she wants to do this as well. So if we ever get that chance, hell yeah. Definitely would try to go for the horror nights. And also just, you know, there's also the new Nintendo World going on over there too. That's another thing I would like to try out myself. But I do know they are building one in Florida, so I think it's supposed to come out, be done by next year, but... Oh my god almighty! What is that fucking thing? Jesus H. Christ, that's Big Bird's doppelganger.
Do we have any lore for this next one?
Oh, yes. We are going through 12 months of spooky. We're start with New Year's, and then we go through the
Oh, is this
calendar
like the
year.
kind of 12 days of Christmas, but it's Halloween themed, essentially?
Alright, so you lead the way.
I will lead the way.
I wonder if they will ever build a GoPro camera built with night vision. Like with night vision mode built in. Because that could be a nice alternative to the whole, you know, bright-ass light that blinds you instantly.
Mother's Day.
Yikes. The light is a lot darker now. Is there like is there a setting on the light? That probably helps. If there was, then okay, that definitely helps out a little bit. I do remember going through like a scary maze type thing at the wax museum in the city. All I did was sprint just to get through it. And as I was sprinting, the one guy just came out of nowhere, "Ah!" and it scared the shit out of me. I'm like, "Ah, okay." And I remember some of the girls behind me were like, "Why did you just run off like that?" I'm like, "Well, just to get out of the trouble quickly." I remember going through another one when I was like 9 years old, when me and my family went to Niagara Falls. There was like some event like that.
My favorite holiday. I liked Easter. Easter was fun with the yeah, the little feet. Oh, I'm congested. I couldn't smell anything.
Oh man, he was probably sick around that time.
Halloween. They're like mannequins. That like they're like there but not. Ugh. And I screamed at Santa about my ass. I don't think you like that.
Time to enter The Last of Us, one of my favorite franchises of all time. And
The
I'm
Last
very
of Us?
excited. Shout out
Even the more controversial second game that everybody gets instantly pissed about the death of Joel by a muscle girl.
great
By
guy.
Power Girl, pretty much.
Will I go through this? And I'm really gonna try and feel how he felt when he was the role of Joel.
I just put my hand in a spider web.
Ooh,
Oh, great.
that's very scary. I can hear it. Da, 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 da.
Alright, so don't get too far away from me. The move is just
It's The Last of Us time, baby. Wow.
Oh my god. I wonder, will they base it off the live action version of the game of the series, or will they base it on the you know, video game essentially, pretty much? because now you got two versions of the game of that specific IP to use it for. You got the TV series from I think HBO, I believe, and then also the video game franchise. Yikes! Literally, the timing on that one was perfect. He was like, "Is there going to be a bloater?" And instantly, there it is. You can't even see him. Oh my god. I can't imagine how fun it is for the, people working there that have to work these. I can't imagine how fun it has to be doing all that. Jump scaring people going through it.
Dude, we got some good shots. The face ripping was so sick. I really like that they had Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson's voice in there too. Yeah, it was really great.
I'm surprised. I don't know if they ever did this, but I think they should do Five Nights at Freddy's. As stupid as that would be as an idea, why not try it? Like, why not do Five Nights at Freddy's and combine all the aspects of the franchise and, put it into a horror night? I do know they had some kind of attractions kind of like that before. Even Scott Cawthon was there for it, but I don't think it's like on the level of like this. But imagine like Five Nights at Freddy's Halloween Horror Nights. Oh, The Exorcist. Oh, that new Exorcist film. Why did they make another one now? Why did they make another one? Originally, I heard that movie was supposed to be a complete reboot of the series. And when everybody heard that it was going to be a reboot / remake of this original film, everybody's like, fuck that. Don't do that. The movie's perfect. Shut up. And then they turned into, I guess, a sequel to the original or something like that. Even the actress who played Linda Blair, cameoed in the movie, as far as I've heard. And it was made by Blumhouse, of course, the same guys who did Five Nights at Freddy's. The Five Nights at Freddy's film is doing pretty well, 200 million worldwide. It's like the second, highest growth, second biggest opening weekend for a video game movie in history, up just behind Super Mario Brothers. It beat out Sonic 2. Good Lord Almighty. Jesus Christ. This poor bastard. He's like, I don't want to do this. I am so petrified. Is he starting to sweat profusely? That's what I did in the Wax Museum thing. I just sprinted right through it and just skipped entirely everything. Oh, Stranger Things? Oh god, I'm pretty sure they've done that hundreds of times already at this point. Especially how popular that series has become. What's with the screams? Yikes! Go! Go fight! Go fight them! Oh my. Yikes! No kidding, it's supposed to be a Horror Nights maze. Stranger things have happened here. What are we in the upside down? Is that 11 right there? Yeah, that looks like 11. You know what's funny? The actress who plays her, Millie Bobby Brown, is engaged to the son of Bon Jovi, the singer. I did not know that. Until like months ago, I was like, holy shit. Multiple worlds have crossed over. I thought that was a mannequin or something, and it turned out to be just a guy. The screams. Yikes almighty.
Exorcist was my favorite. Yeah. To me, that felt like a photo op. It's like, oh, you know, Exorcist was really good. Yeah, that was pretty. I wish I could have seen him more.
Speak of the devil, neat dude.
That'd be cool if I could actually
That
see
T-shirt's
one.
funny.
What was your favorite one?
I like the holidays one a lot as far as like costumes slash special effects design. That one was really, really cool. There was so much variety in that one too, thematically. I think The Last of Us was my favorite just because it followed the narrative of the game.
The Last of Us.
Exorcist, I think, was the scariest.
I think Exorcist scared me the most.
Yeah, he sprinted right through it. Like, I am not doing this shit. Oh, I could see that the ride that they're riding, walking by is the Transformers one. That's the Transformers ride in Universal. They even have it in Orlando, as I'm not mistaken. You see that guy in the background just do the, yeah, look at me, I'm in a video. I was right, he was sweating.
The fastest moving, not necessarily because of the maze, but maybe due to the participants.
He sprinted right through it like, I don't want to do this. He was petrified.
Zach was pushing me through. He did touch me a couple times in that maze. It scared the shit out of me. So, I don't know. What are you talking about? I didn't touch you. I know, I didn't touch you.
Oh boy.
I need playback like immediately. I need to know.
Roll the footage. Get the, flux capacitor. Get the proton pack. Not the flux capacitor. I think that's the time machine for Back to the Future. The proton pack. Get a proton pack and, start ghostbustering the hell out of that place.
Joe back in the studio. And Zach behind the camera. And Zach's knee.
the finger.
Please, clip your favorite moments and tag Hyper_RPG on the exit video.
Oh, that thing he's a part of, Hyper RPG or something like that. Yeah, we're on everything now, bitch. Oh my god.
Alright, y'all. I'm tired.
Okay. Okay, the mic, the audio just went out. Okay, that's it. Was it a live stream? What the fuck? What the hell was that at the end? Was this analog horror bullshit going on at the end? Was it just a tie into Hyper RPG or whatever that is? Oh my goodness. But so it was not necessarily like a tie-in, ad type thing, kind of like what Sean did. It was, Ethan and his, buddies, I think, from Hyper RPG going to Universal Studios Hollywood in California to do the Halloween Horror Nights, which is like, I guess, a bunch of mazes themed on certain, Halloween-based event, things that could be themed around Halloween, like The Last of Us, Stranger Things, The Exorcist, or a bunch of other things. They've done a lot of other themes over the years. I've obviously am aware of it. I've done some stuff kind of similar in that vein before, which was, I've done the one I mentioned. I was I took a school field trip 11 years ago, close to 11 years ago actually, to the Wax Museum in New York City, because I was part of the class called sculpture class, which is like an art class where we sculpt a lot of stuff out of clay and other stuff. We would sculpt a lot of stuff. That's what it was. It was literally the first class of my morning. It was a pain in the ass to get up super early in the morning and do all that. But going to this wax museum was so fun because, it was, awesome to see all the cool wax statues of all these celebrities. And also they had like some horror like Horror Night attraction in there, and I was like, you know what, yeah, sure, I'll go through it, like, why not? And you know, like, and a few other of my classmates were a part of it too, and I was like, it was kind of like this long corridor as far as I remember, and then we just went down, and I was like, after like, I think it was like a jump, someone came out to jump scare us, and I was like, go, and I just kept going because I was like, all right, I'm not gonna deal with this again, fuck this, and I ran, I sprinted I sprinted all the way through. And they looked at me like, you know, when I came out on the other side, everybody was looking at me like, that was fast. I was like, I'm not dealing with that ever again. Oh my God. And then also I do remember when I was 9 years old in '05 when me and my family went to Niagara Falls, and they had some kind of horror night type, you know, scary maze type thing going on over there. And I remember we were so lost, and the guy who scared us just told us where to go. He would do that, and I was like, okay. So that was literally what happened. So I found that pretty funny. But anyways, that was really fun to watch, seeing Ethan. Like, I feel bad for Ethan because when he went through that maze, the first maze, the Horror Night thing, the light from that GoPro that was on that harness was super bright. It literally blinded Ethan pretty much, where he couldn't really see where he was going or see what was around him or what was going on. So I guess there was a setting, I think there might be a setting on that where you could just, you know, adjust the brightness on that. Maybe that's what happened. I have no idea. Or they just turned it off entirely for the next few people who wore it. But yeah, that was pretty cool to see. But anyways, I still see that his, you know, YouTube channel banner is still the you know, to promote the documentary. And at the time of recording this on November 6th, I did watch it last week finally. It was like maybe a day before it was supposed to be gone forever. So I had finally the chance to watch it. And honestly, I really enjoyed how, like, seeing Ethan doubting himself and seeing, like, he doesn't know if this show's going to do well or if this show is going to work. Like, just, and wondering, do I remember everything that goes on in the show? Am I going to remember everything? Like, and the doubts of, like, will we sell out or not? And then what I was more surprised that they covered was the failed attempt, I guess you could say, going to Europe, because at the end, after the final show here in the final show ever, the whole crew toasted to Europe, and I was like, and I immediately thought to myself, well, about that. And then next thing you know, it went downhill. It didn't, I guess, according to him, the tickets weren't selling as well as he hoped it would. And because initially the plan was to start doing it around the beginning of the year. Then unfortunately he delayed it till like around May of that year. And then maybe 2 months later, as it's getting close, he cancels it altogether. Because he just felt like, yeah, the tickets aren't selling, so it's like, why should I bother? You know, why should I be like the AEW crowd and just, you know, perform my show in front of like barely anybody with mostly empty seats? You know? So I kind of respect him for that, but I understand. Like, you wanted to be more ambitious and try to do something here, but, you know, at least he was like, the fact that you were able to sell out a lot of venues here in the United States, that's impressive on its own. Mostly sell out the entire venue, that's impressive. Most venues, that's impressive. That's an impressive feat, and I admire him for that, you know. But overall, I really enjoyed the documentary. It was kind of, you know, it gave me, and it made me remember some of the, you know, the songs that he would sing during the show. He did sing a song about how he drank piss once. That was hilarious. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was so goddamn funny. Like, he talked about how the fact that he drank piss. Yeah, I'm like, really? We turned this into a song? But I'm like, I liked his show for how different it was compared to, let's say, Mark's show or Sean's. You know, I liked how different and, you know, it was more him. And I liked the running theme of, like, I have to do this show. What do I do for a show? I liked that running theme for the whole show. Like, that's what I liked. And I saw that he read, like, I guess a negative review about it, or mostly a fair review, I should say. It was more of a fair review, saying like he felt like this person felt that it could have been better and expected more from Ethan. But you can't win them all, I guess. That's fair enough. But I loved the show for what it was. I thought it was cool. I thought it was unique. I thought it was pretty different than any other show that I probably would have expected from a YouTuber that goes on a tour. You know what I mean? So I liked what he did. So, anyways, that's really it on this reaction. Enough rambling from me. Hope you guys enjoyed. So I do know we do have 2 more videos from Ethan technically to still do. The internet's worst food combinations and baking a cake without a recipe was a mistake. We still got to do those, and then we'll see where we go from here. We'll still try to finish up the prop hunt series. I don't know if I'm going to ever react to anything from Sean again, because if I'm going to keep getting copyright claimed in every time I upload a video from Sean now, from Studio 71, then I shouldn't bother. I don't care if it's an ego video or not. This is on them. I'm sorry, okay? But this is ridiculous. Why should I, when everyone and their mother does reaction videos, and that's perfectly okay, but when I do it, it's a problem. I don't know, man. But anyways, that's really it on this reaction. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I make collabs with Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, myself. I also react with the cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRD6 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!